Good morning, as promised. Oh, that sounds lame. Okay. Okay, it's Sunday here in Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Hayley and I have had a great first couple of days. We really like Ho Chi Minh City. It's actually a really nice city, easy to get around, lots of great shops, places to work, great things to see and do. So yeah, we've had a really good time. Welcome to day one in Ho Chi Minh City. Hayley and I are gonna take you around on our tour of Ho Chi Minh today, and as we discover the city. We started off, we went to work in this great cafe called The Workshop. It's a great little cafe, great to work from, good internet, and it's like a coffee lover's dream. They make coffee pretty much any way you like, so you can have espresso, you can have AeroPress, Chemex, all sorts of different weird ways of making coffee, so that was really cool. And then we spent the afternoon kind of exploring Ho Chi Minh.
Va Phong Shua Bima, the Chamber of Secrets.
No way.
Oh my gosh, look at it.
Should we buy all 7?
Yeah.
In Vietnamese?
Vietnamese.
We went to the famous Post shop. Apparently, yeah, is well known. That was pretty cool. Look, I've got the classic sweat patch. The first place I sweat from during the day. And we went to the Notre Dame Cathedral, which is kind of based on the Notre Dame in Paris. And that was really cool, because having been to the Notre Dame a couple of years ago, yeah, they're very similar. And it's quite weird seeing the Notre Dame here in Vietnam. What else did we do on day one? Had a great lunch, actually, at just a Vietnamese restaurant, and the waiter there was fantastic. Like, he taught us all about Vietnamese food, and we had the traditional Vietnamese soup, which is called pho.
Thank you.
Before you eat the pho, you need to try the soup first.
Yep.
All right, let's try.
Try the soup.
It's good, right? And after that, you put a little bit salt. This is about the bean sauce, chili sauce, and some lemon inside.
Okay.
So, you done?
Yeah, he kind of explained it all to us, and it was really good, like really delicious food at this restaurant. We also went to the Independence Palace, which is where the fall of Saigon happened during the Vietnam War. That's where the war ended, where tanks literally rolled through the front of the building and kind of stormed the gates. Here we are at Independence Palace, which is what, Hayley?
Palace of Independence.
Palace of Independence. Independence from what?
We need to find out. France? Maybe?
France, maybe. Okay. And so yeah, we got to wander around the palace and learn a bit more about the history of Vietnam and the war in particular. Quick update. The sweat patch is getting a lot worse. Look at this is ridiculous. It's like I was having a drink and I just like dribbled out of my mouth or something. What else did we get into? On day one, we also met a really nice girl, Ni, I think her name is, who is actually a subscriber of mine. She subscribed to my newsletter a couple of years ago, in fact, and she's been just kind of reading and saw that I was coming to Vietnam, so she reached out to me and said, hey, please get in touch, would love to meet up and give you some advice, show you around. So we went to meet her and her boyfriend at Saigon Cafe in the evening, and that was really cool, just great to meet her, and she gave us tons of great advice on things to do, food to try, and that sort of thing, so that was really good. And the locals here are really friendly. Like, the Vietnamese people we've seen so far have been absolutely just wonderful. The next day, we did a couple of cool things. We went to the National kind of War Museum. Today we're visiting the Vietnamese War Remnants Museum, just having a look at some of the tanks and howitzers behind us used in the Vietnam War. It's pretty incredible, actually, looking at some of the hardware that was used. Even Hayley's impressed. Yeah. It was actually pretty horrific. As we were going through the museum, they have this this section all about the use of dioxin, or the Agent Orange, that was sprayed throughout Vietnam during the war, and it's just absolutely horrible what happened to the people, not just back then, but the effects of the dioxin have been experienced or have passed down through generations. Even up to 4 generations later, people are still suffering from the dioxin poisoning that happened as a result of the spraying during the war. What else have we been doing last few days? Man, I tell you what, we've packed a lot in. We went up the financial building, which is a kind of a very iconic building in the skyline of Ho Chi Minh City, and it's a pretty new building, the financial building. And we went up to the sky deck. You can see the whole city, walk around 360 degrees and see the whole city. That was really impressive.
There's a video.
We went to a really nice shopping mall as well. We were particularly impressed with the supermarket that was there. I need to quickly record in here because we found literally the nicest supermarket in the world. Everything's just displayed so nicely. Hayley is in heaven exploring this shop.
Gluten-free food.
Gluten-free heaven, that's right. Yeah, we were pretty impressed with the supermarket. And then yesterday evening we were taken out to dinner by our Airbnb hosts. We actually have the nicest Airbnb hosts imaginable. We're in their apartment right now. The host's name is Vicky. Her and her husband own a restaurant. It was about 45 minutes scooter ride to get over there. They were literally waiting outside for us, waiting for us to arrive. We pulled up and they were like, hello, hello, come on in. And we were literally like the guests of honor there. And they sat us down and they showed us the menu, and they just sort of started bringing us everything on the menu, all the different drinks and different food. And they said, oh, you can try this and try this. And we got to try a bunch of different dishes and delicious drinks and things that they make. And so they treated us to this beautiful, beautiful meal. And we tried to pay, of course, but they just wouldn't have it. They really wanted to just welcome us and treat us. So it was really sweet. And they took us out to this Japanese supermarket or shopping mall afterwards. This huge Japanese shopping mall, which was really incredible. It was absolutely packed on a Saturday night. And we were just wandering around, and there was just tons of shops, loads of things to do. And it was this just really impressive shopping mall. So that was pretty cool.
Before just have one brand, now they have for the fancy next.
Feels like home. And today we started by finishing off the CrossFit Open Workout 17.5. This awesome facility, which we just joined for like the few days that we're here. They've got everything here. There's like MMA, CrossFit, basketball. There's like boxing over there as well. It's like a huge, really impressive facility. So this is where we will be suffering through 17.5 today, which was pretty tough going. Consisted of 10 rounds of 9 thrusters and 35 double unders. Definitely one of the hard workouts I've done in a while. Yeah, it was good to get it out of the way, and I was happy with my result. Hayley did really well as well. She got a really good time, got through the workout really quickly. So we're both really pleased with our results. It was good. We've got one more night in Saigon, in Ho Chi Minh. We're actually going to go to the movies tonight and watch Beauty and the Beast just down the road. They do actually show it in English, which is good. So we're going to go do that. Tomorrow about lunchtime, we're getting on a plane to Da Nang, where we'll be staying for the next week or so. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, we've had a great time in Ho Chi Minh City. Great start to our trip in Vietnam. So far, highly recommend Vietnam. Big thumbs up.